Hello, my name is Dr. Greg Simcoe, and can simply walking every day help our depression, anxiety, pain, what have you? In short, yes, it can, and it can do it rather significantly. Walking every day and less than a half hour a day, which is not significantly much, about 9 miles a week, can actually help with depression, anxiety, back pain, any kind of pain in your body because we're meant to walk. Walking is a unique human phenomenon, and it comes from our frontal lobes, which is right here. Our frontal lobes uh, control this walking without you even thinking about it. Once you learn how to walk, you walk. Now, the other interesting thing about walking is that the pathways we use to think about things are the same pathways we use to walk. Isn't that interesting? So walking helps with a lot of things. Now, as you see in our society today, we don't really do that much walking. We do a lot of driving, we do a lot of sitting at work, we do a lot of sitting at home, whether eating dinner or watching TV or what have you. We tend not to be very active, and our brains thrive on activity. Activity activates our brain because, again, as I said, the same pathways we use to think, we use to walk or move our arms or hands or what have you. I'm sure you know about the ethnic thing where using your hands actually helps you to think. And that actually is what happens. Using your hands do help you think. Just by moving your fingers, you can actually excite a certain part of your brain that you use for thinking. That's pretty fascinating. So let's get back to walking. Research has been done on simply, let's say, low back pain. In Kenya, they did a research where they compared the incidence, in other words, how much low back pain occurred per population of people who worked in an office in Kenya and people in a tribe, a village. They discovered that the people who worked in an office actually had a higher incidence or higher occurrence of back pain per person than those in a village. Well, in an office, what do you do all day long? You sit. In a village, you do a lot of walking. The other study was done that compared or determined if walking can actually help depression. Well, they did a study where they compared a group of people who basically didn't take medication and just walked, and they did extremely well. Another study showed that walking increased brain volume. Now, they did a variety of amounts of walking miles per week, and they discovered that 9 miles a week of walking was the optimum amount to increase brain volume. Now, increasing brain volume means that your activity of your brain is a lot more, is greater than if you just sat around and did nothing. A higher active brain, in a lot of ways, especially if it's balanced, is very good for you, as opposed to a lower activity of your brain where you do have a tendency of creating more imbalances, having more pain, more depression, more anxiety, things of that nature. So walking has been proven time and time again to have a significant positive impact in our lives. And studies have shown it's about 9 miles a week, which comes out to about a half hour to 45 minutes a day, which is not that significant. Um, what I, how this all connects is that the frontal lobe projects its information. So you have the frontal lobe is putting out information into your entire body, and 90% of its output goes through an area of the nervous system called, in short, the PMRF. The PMRF is all about balance, all about muscle tone, all about posture, and all about pain regulation. So you see, if your frontal lobe is working well, that PMRF will work well and will actually reduce a great deal of the discomfort that you might be feeling. So what can you do? Walk 30 to 45 minutes a day, every day of the week. Will help a lot. And you don't have to walk fast. You don't have to kill yourself. If 45 minutes is too much, start with 10. and build yourself up from there. With that, have a great day, and thank you for listening.